Hi readers, here we go. It's time to do some more learning together. Today we will be setting purpose, reading a new engagement text and decodable reader.
Materials!
Grab your thinking cap and let's get started. Here are today's learning targets. Using evidence from the text, I can answer questions about the story, cubes and cones. I can read high-frequency words and words that don't play fair. And finally, I can read the decodable text, cubes and cones.
Transition song!
It's time to hear a story, a story, a story. It's time to hear a story and say what you've learned.
Read aloud.
Settle in and listen as I read our new engagement text, Cubes and Cones. When I'm finished reading, we'll talk about the story together. Here it is. Look around you. Take some time. You will see 3D shapes of every kind. How many 3D shapes can you find? A cube is a 3D shape. When you look at all 6 sides, they are all the same. A cube is a square everywhere. There is no rule for how to use a cube. Cubes can be used in many different ways. Blocks are cubes. You can use blocks to build all sorts of things, a tower, a bridge, or even a castle. Sometimes when we play a game, we use something called dice. Dice are cubes with dots on each side representing numbers. Have you ever played a game with a dice? If you put water into an ice cube tray and freeze it, you will get another kind of cube. Ice cubes. You can put them in your drink to keep it nice and cold. Have you ever heard of a game called a Rubik's Cube? It is a big cube made of many little cubes. It is like a puzzle. Another 3D shape is a cone. Cones can be used in many ways too. A cone is solid, not flat. A cone is pointy at the top like a pencil point and is wide and round at the bottom. In fact, the tip of a pencil is a good example of a cone. Another example is a party hat. Now, let's go outside. Have you ever noticed an orange plastic cone on the side of the road? They are used to warn people if an area is unsafe. There are many things in nature that are shaped like a cone too. Mountains and pine trees and many more. A pine cone can have a cone shape. Many shells from the ocean have a cone shape too. But inside or out, this is the very best way to use a cone. An ice cream cone. Yum! So look around you. Take some time. You will see 3D shapes of every kind. Now, how many 3D shapes can you find?
Question and answer.
Let's think about what you learned in this story together. What kind of shapes did this text tell you about? It gave examples of cubes and cones. Those are both 3D shapes. How would you describe something that is 3D? It is something that you can hold and something where you can see all the sides. A 3D shape is not flat. In the text, the author wrote, "The cubes will chill your drink." Brr, what does chill mean? It means to make something cold. How do you know? The cubes are ice, the author said. Here is a bonus question for you. What would we call a shape that is like a cube, but is only two-dimensional or 2D? A square.
Transition song.
Now it's time to learn high-frequency words together. It's time to learn the words readers and writers use a lot.
Word work.
Let's take a peek at some new high-frequency words that you will see a lot in this week's Decodable Story and in other books that you might be reading. Here is our first word. Fly. This word plays fair. Do you remember our sly Y rule? This word has a Y at the end, and sometimes that Y says I. When we tap it out, this word is fly, fly. Here's our next word. It also plays fair. You might have noticed that silent E at the end that is telling the A to say its name. So this word is take, take. Our next word also plays fair. There is another magic E, and this time it is telling the E to say its name, E. Tapping out this word, and I have the ease, these. Our next word is many. This word does not play fair. It looks like we should hear the short A sound, but instead we hear eh. This is one of those words that you will see a lot, but we can't tap it out. We'll just have to lock it into our brains. Say it with me again. Many. Another new high-frequency word is kind. This word has a closed syllable exception sound. I-N-D, ind. It seems like we should hear a short I sound, but instead we hear that long vowel I. Say this word again with me. Kind. This word, too, plays fair. Do you remember our vowel team OO? This word has OO at the end, and that can say ooh. You'll see this word a lot in today's story. And finally, the word your. This word has the vowel team OU, which says ooh in the word ooh. But in this word, it says or. That's tricky. However, this is an important word you will need to know. Let's try it again together. Your.
Read aloud.
This story is based on the text that we read together earlier, Cubes and Cones. This book is filled with our new high-frequency words, and it has many words with a magic E that you can read. As we're reading together today, touch your nose when you hear or read one of our new high-frequency words. As a reminder, they are fly, take, these, many, kind, to, your. Let's get reading together. Just do your best reading in a loud and proud voice. A cube is a 3D shape. There is no rule for how to use a cube. Cubes can be used in many ways. What new words did you spot on this page? Many. You can use a cube to play. These cubes are used like blocks. Did you spot any words on this page? These. Look here. You can use this kind of cube to play a game. There was one high frequency word on this page. Did you find it? Kind. These cubes chill your drink. What two words did you spot here? These and your. This cube will make you think. It will take time. Did you spot any new words on this page? Take. A cone is a 3D shape. Cones can be used in many ways too. What new high-frequency words did you find here? Many and two. You can use a cone to stay safe. A cone can be used as a fun hat. This is a pine cone. Is this cone the same? This shell has a cone shape. This is the best way to use a cone. Can you think of ways to use a cone and cube at the same time? Thank you for helping me read this new story.
Closing reflection.
What tools did you use today to help you read our new book, Cubes and Cones? You looked closely for those high-frequency words and found many words with that magic E. You can keep searching for our new high-frequency words and other things that you read this week. I'm really proud of your reading today. Keep up the amazing work. I'll see you here again soon.